I actually thought for several months of what to speak. I actually thought for several months of what to say, and only yesterday I've decided that I will just give my personal story of why I walk. I was born in Tel Aviv, Israel.
Please speak in a mic.
I was born in Tel Aviv, Israel. When I was 10 years old, I joined a youth group promoting peace and non-violence in society. In this youth group, I met my best friend, Yaniv Weiser. We met 3 times a week and every holiday to think together, learn, teach, and organize activities to bring peace to our country. When we were 16, we volunteered to paint the walls of Memorial Hall, a room where the group hangs pictures of the victims of the war and light candles to remember them. The families could come and see the names of the pictures of the loved one. We wrote the names of all these young people on the wall. Intentionally, we left no room for more names. We truly hoped that no more names would be added to this wall. 2 years later, when we were recruited to the army, I was a tour guide and Yaniv volunteered to the trooper. During one of my first vacation at home from the army service, I got a phone call from the hospital. Yaniv has been standing in the main intersection when a suicide bomber bombed himself and thousands of others. 22 persons died that day. When I arrived to the hospital, my best friend was already unconscious and on life support. 6 days later, he died from his wounds. It has been 18 years since then. I still feel the pain in every cell of my body when I remember the moment I heard of his death. It felt like the end of the world. I was only 18, and I had no idea how to handle the pain. Sadness, anger, and frustration took over my heart, bringing suffering to every moment in my life. Although only 18 years old, I realized then that I could either let these feelings control me, or I could try to do something to stop this crazy war. I met Yaniv in a youth group that believed that peace is possible. It was our dream since we were kids, so I chose to be active for peace. I believe that even if you live in a country with war, you can choose in every moment, what do you want to do? How do you want to live your life? It is not always an easy decision. There is a lot of pain and fear that create violence and hate, and it's a vicious cycle, because violence creates more hate and more fear. But I chose to get out of this vicious cycle. I began protesting, marching for peace. I argued with those who did not agree with me, did not agree with my views. I believed I was fighting for peace. After a few years, I understand that I cannot bring peace by fighting. This arguing brought us nowhere. The best politicians, the smartest people couldn't stop the war, so how could we? I felt helpless, and I abandoned all peace work and political activities. 5 years later, I heard about the peace walk. I joined a walk in Nazareth on a Christmas day. That morning, we gathered in a Jewish Arab city. We stood outside in a big circle and meditated before setting out, walking single file. The sounds of the muezzin, the bells of the churches, the children running around us laughing. I felt these outside noises touching me, touching my silence as I walked alone in the long line, single file. It was raining like hell. My shirt was soaked and water was dripping on my face and body, washing away all the pain, washing away the difference between us. A woman with an umbrella came to walk next to me and shared her umbrella. She said something in Arabic. I didn't understand, so I just said, shukran, it means thank you in Arabic. And we continued walking together silently. The evening we gathered for dinner and shared circles. It was Friday evening, so we sang Jewish prayers and songs in Arabic. That night I believed again that peace is possible. That night, in my little world, I lived in peace. So when Stein and Jack invited me to organize this piece, I thought of all these moments in my life. And I jumped in and feel very, very fortunate to do it. It wasn't only me, it was a great organizing committee that are here, and there are During the last year, it wasn't easy. It was very challenging, and they took care of every detail mindfully and with a lot of love, from bottles of water to researching permits, everything they have done. I'm grateful for all the leaders that came here, all the great, great leaders that are here to give their wisdom and prayers, pray with us for peace. I hope you will benefit from this walk the way that I did and the way that many others did. Thank you.